Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Danielle Scruggs. Now joining me in the studio are FIRST Robotics Coordinator Paul Freeling and some of the FIRST Robotics participants from the St. Louis Science Center's Youth Exploring Program. Let's get into it. What is FIRST Robotics, Paul?
So FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology, and it was started by the famous inventor Dean Kamen. He's actually the person that created the Segway. Dean saw a really big problem in the United States, and that's a lack of students being interested in science and technology. So he thought to fix this, this issue, really what he would do is start this kind of fun, cool robotics program called the FIRST Robotics Competition as a way of getting kids interested in robotics and becoming an engineer, really. So, and the cool part is, you know, the real big hook with this program is they build these robots to play a fun sporting event.
Okay. Now, is this just the St. Louis Science Center participants, students here in St. Louis, or is it
So this is actually a
nationwide?
worldwide program.
Worldwide, okay.
Yeah, so there, you know, there's many countries that are involved. In the St. Louis area, we actually have 36 teams. And one of them happens to be in our backyard, the St. Louis Science Center's YES team.
Okay. Now, how can you participate or the students get involved in this program?
And there's a lot of different ways. If you're an individual student, you can actually join one of the pre-existing teams. If there's maybe the school you're at doesn't participate, we've actually had students that kind of took charge in their school and actually got a FIRST Robotics team actually in their own school. They're able to start it on their own. So, and you know, there's a lot of different ways. There might even be one existing in your area.
Okay, so it starts with schools programs first, and then
Yeah, mainly schools, and we also do have some programs, kind of like the Youth Exploring Science program, that are more community-based programs that are also involved in FIRST.
Okay. Now, the students like yourself, Giselle, is it just for high school students, middle school students, or?
No, it's actually the FTC program. It's like the middle class level. So basically, it's from like middle school on up, and then they have the Lego Warrior.
Okay.
So that's a lower level program.
Okay. Now, what robot have you been working on as a sporting event with your team?
We just finished the FTC competition, so right now we're working on the FRC competition, which is Rebound Rumble. So we're basically trying to map out basically our programming and our structure, and our design team is working as well.
Okay. Now, what type of sporting event will the machine be playing?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay, that's what I'm going for. So it's basketball. And how long have you been with the program?
Since it first started last year.
Okay, okay. Now, what's going on with the regional championships and national championships?
So this is really exciting. We, in St. Louis, we're lucky to have not only a regional event, and we host the regional event at the Chaifetz Arena. That's going to take place March 22nd through the 24th. And then actually this year will be the second year that St. Louis will host the World Championship event.
Oh, okay.
So this is where teams throughout the country in all levels, first Lego League, which is our lowest level, up to First Tech Challenge, which is our mid-level robotics program that Giselle just finished with, and then our FRC competition. So all of those programs come together, to the Edward Jones Dome for the big FIRST championship event.
Okay, so it starts at the lower level. Now, do the students stay in the same group, or do you move groups as you progress with levels?
Yeah, so, and there's a few different ways. With FIRST, you can progress from level to level. Okay. And the nice part about the FTC and the FRC program is that they're kind of interchangeable. So you can do both. You can do one if FTC is a little bit more easier financially, while FRC is really the bigger robots where there's a lot more opportunities for learning. And it's really with the FRC level, it's not just about building a robot. They have to develop a website, they have to learn about entrepreneurship, they have to learn how to create a 3D design program, and they actually have to present to judges which are esteemed people in the St. Louis area. And the biggest award at that event is not really what happens with the robot, but it's how did you get the word out about FIRST.
Oh, how did you get the word out?
Yeah.
Now, how long do the students participate in the program before being able to go to the championships?
So with each one's a little bit different. Now with FTC, it's a longer program, so they're actually able to start in September and have gone all the way through January. Okay. Now with FRC, this is kind of the unique part about FRC, is that you have 6 weeks to build your robot. So they received their kit of parts 2 Saturdays ago at the Science Center.
Okay.
And at that event, they have then 6 weeks to build, program, design, and once those 6 weeks are up, they actually have to bag up their robot and they won't be able to see it again until the competition.
Wow. Now, was that challenging for you?
I mean, as far as time, yes. And since we have such a, I guess, big team and we only meet like everybody, like all the team, one Saturday, per week, it's kind of hard.
Okay, you're going to tell me more about that, but we have to take a break right now. We'll be back with more information from Paul and Giselle. And remember, to keep up with STL TV and all of the great events going on around St. Louis, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on stltv.net. Stay tuned to STL TV.